Back in Atlantica, Ariel couldn't contain the whirlwind of emotions that coursed through her. She had saved a human, the most beautiful and kind and wonderful human she had ever seen, and she'd spoken to him. "Eric," she whispered, her stomach fluttering like butterfly fish, "when am I going to see you again?" She plucked a flower from one of the reef beds and rolled onto her back as she giggled to herself. It'd only been a few days, but every minute she had to wait until she was back on the surface again felt like forever. Was Eric waiting for her already? He'd said he'd wanted to see her again. The only thing slowing her down was Sebastian, the court composer, and her father's most trusted advisor. The crab had intercepted her during her return home, and for the 100th time was practically begging her not to go back to the surface. "This will be our secret," he said over and over. "No one is going to know." "Oh, stop panicking, Sebastian," said Ariel to the crab. "Daddy's not going to find out, so long as you don't say anything." "I'm not saying anything," Flounder said proudly, doing little flips. "It won't be easy keeping a secret like this for long," Sebastian muttered. "Look at you, with your head in the clouds instead of in the water where it belongs." Ever since she had missed performing in Sebastian's concert last week, he'd been treating her as if she were a child. "Stop being such a worried wart," she said. "Please." The crab wasn't convinced, and Ariel let out a sigh. She softened. "Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. We're going to be friends, I just know it." Flounder stopped mid-flip to look at her. "Humans and mer people don't become friends," Sebastian said. "Maybe they should," replied Ariel. "We could learn from each other." As Sebastian harumphed, Ariel took Flounder by the fin. "Come on, I'll show you." She swam off to her grotto, not waiting for Sebastian to catch up. Inside the secret cave was Ariel's collection of human objects. It'd taken years of rummaging through old shipwrecks, of keeping her eyes peeled every time she explored outside Atlantica. But she'd amassed an impressive trove. Ariel swam up to the painting of a woman staring at fire. She finally understood what it was. After a beat, she soared to a high shelf in her grotto. "You see this, Sebastian?" Ariel said, picking up an instrument. "It makes music." Sebastian gave the instrument a critical look. "Doesn't look like much to me." "See?" Ariel blew. A brass noise resounded across the grotto, making Sebastian cover her head. "What was that?" Ariel peered into the mouthpiece. "I guess I need some practice." "Give me that," said Sebastian. He blew into the instrument, and the sound he produced was smoother, almost pleasant. "You've got to find the right pressure." "Much better." "You see," said Ariel, "not all human things are bad. Why don't you look at it? I bet you could write an entire symphony with it." Sebastian looked skeptical. "It does have a nice sound, I guess." "I'm going to learn all about humans," said Ariel to Sebastian, "and I'll show Daddy how beautiful their world can be." "That's going to take a lot of convincing," said Sebastian. "Eric will help me," Ariel said. "Scuttle's promised to look out for where he's been waiting, and you're not going back up there, are you?" Flounder said, seeming worried. "I've got to. He wants to see me again. I can't just leave him wondering." Ariel's voice rose with excitement as she brushed through her hair with the dinglehopper. "I'm going to go up and find him." "Now?" said Flounder. "But what if there's another storm? What if there are big birds that want to eat fish for dinner, or that bright and burning fire?" Ariel supplied. "Yeah, that was scary." "Don't worry," said Ariel, chuckling. "The fire can't hurt you if you're in the water." "Really?" She nodded. "Will you come?" "I guess," Flounder gulped. "Okay. What about you, Sebastian?" The crab hesitated. "Please, Sebastian," pleaded Ariel. "We can ask Eric about his snarfblat. Maybe he'll have an extra one he can give you." He let out a sigh, and Ariel celebrated inside. She knew music would be the way to his heart. Doesn't look like I have a choice, does it? All right, but make it quick. Up they swam as fast as they could for the surface.